welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be baking bread. And so the bread that we're baking is a mix of whole wheat and white bread. And so altogether, when you're baking this for this recipe, you need 500 grams of flour. So I split it into 250 of wholemeal and of white. So you also need 1 sachet of dried yeast, half a teaspoon of salt, and 350 milliliters of water, and a spoon and a mixing bowl. So first thing, you add your flour, and after you add that, you're just going to give it a bit of a mix so that the two different types of flours are mixed. Now, of course, you can just make white bread or wholemeal bread, but I decided to do a mix. And next, you're going to add half a teaspoon of salt, but you can add however much you really want. And you can also add half a teaspoon of sugar, but I'm not going to do that. So then you mix all that up, and now you add your packet of dry yeast. Just add it all in. Give it a stir again. So you're just going to mix that in nicely. And after that's mixed in, now this part is you're gradually adding your 350 milliliters of water, and you're going to mix that. And so you're making a dough. So you mix it all together, and soon enough you're going to use your hands. And that's why I have a chopping board down. So I'm using that. And yeah, so you're mixing it to make a dough. See how it's starting to get lumpy? And you're going to add more of your water. Like that. See, that's the thing. You can add seeds and all, but for this recipe, I'm just keeping it plain. So you keep mixing it, and now I'm gonna go in with my hands in a minute. Add a little bit more of this, and make sure your hands are clean, because you don't want dirty hands. And mix that really well. So see how it is now. And I'm going to go in with my hands. So what I would do is I have one of the bowls here, and I'm just going to put a bit of flour in it that I can put on my hands so that they don't stick. So put some on my hands. I'm just going to mix it in, and when you're mixing it, you're just going to kind of grab it and squeeze it, but you don't want to be too rough, so really mix it nicely. And I'm just going to put it out on the chopping board so you can see. Put out as much as you can. And of course, this is still very dry, and it might not look very appetizing, but you're gonna mix it up like that, and it's still a bit dry, so I'm gonna add the bit of water that I still have. But what I'm gonna do is what you do is you make a little kind of hole in it. You add it in, and try and add in all the bits of flour and all, just so that you really get the most out of it. And soon enough, you'll start to really feel it coming along. and you need to knead it. And I have some leftover flour that I'm not going to use there. But I still have some water, and it is still a bit dry, and you really need to knead it well. So I'm going to do another bit of a pounding because it's still a bit chunky, and you want it to be a smooth dough. You fold it in, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it's making some noises. Oh wow. But yeah, that probably is weird if you can't hear it, but hopefully you can. And so you're mixing that, and it's starting to become a lot softer and a lot smoother. So really, and now that it's smooth, I'm going to add some flour onto my hands and knead it now. So you're going to put some flour down like that. Put some flour on my hands, and it is a bit messy, but like that's just the way it works. And it's still a bit sticky, so I'm just going to add a little bit more flour. And now what you're going to have to do is you can leave it for about an hour or two before baking it at 180 degrees for about 40 minutes. And if it doesn't look cooked, you can leave it in for a bit longer, or maybe try and put up the temperature a bit higher. It kind of depends on what oven you have. And you'll see when it looks like it's done. And so this dough seems pretty good, but it does seem pretty small. So you have to leave it to rise. What I'm going to do is leave it overnight to rise. And then in my next video, I'm going to show you it when it is risen and when I'm cooking it, and then I'll show you our final result. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you try it out. Thanks. Bye.